when you're in the...
You know why they did that? You know
why
why they brought it about? Why the priest couldn't marry?
Why is that?
Because the priest had all the clout back in the day, so they could get all the women.
So they didn't need
So
to
they
marry.
was like,
He
nah,
thought, fuck this, I can get bare
reverse
bitches.
this because you lot, like, we need to make this about religion because you lot are getting all the bitches.
None the wiser podcast. None the wiser podcast. 5 4 3 2 1 0. None the wiser podcast. The podcast crew. None the wiser podcast. 5 4 3 2 1 0. None the wiser podcast.
You know what I've called the midterms, though?
Easy in the building.
Not the bloody wiser.
What is that, bro? I don't know what that is.
It's the first thing that came to my brain.
Alright, what we got going on? What's happening?
I don't know. Bruv, did you man see fucking what's it called, bruv, they've got tattoos. Look at this. They've got tattoos now, yeah, that have electric like currents into the tattoo, and it's to monitor your health. But it has like a chip, but then the tattoo is like the circuit.
Really?
Yeah, bruv, look. The tattoo is like the circuit. Biometrics. Bro,
Biometric.
it is crazy. Look at that, bro. In it, and it basically links to your phone like an app.
So is this in use?
Well, I don't know if this is in trial, but it's definitely something that they're looking into. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What's the purpose of it, though?
So this one in particular, I think, is to monitor health. So I guess it gives some sort of readings from your body and it monitors you in a certain way. But to me, this is all a bit mad.
It looks like Inception to me.
Yeah, this is all a bit like...
Something to come.
Stop trying to disguise this as tattoos.
Yeah, bro, this is all tracking device. You know what I mean?
It's got a chip.
Yeah, it's got a chip. I don't know what this chip does to me. You don't know the long-term effects of having it. You're more conductive now to fucking lightning. You know what I mean, bro? Yeah, bro. Like, it's all a bit mad.
Stay away from fields.
But yeah, they're getting a bit mad with these now still. I don't know where this is,
They
though.
can keep that. I'll die without one.
They can definitely keep it, bro. Because I don't want it, bro.
Bury me in a wicker casket.
Bro, nah. I don't even want that, bro. I want to be cast out on a fucking lake, bruv. Yeah,
On
like
a lake?
like a
Viking.
king, like a
Yeah, but
Viking,
you know-
and
hold
fire arrows fired at you know, like a king, fam, like a king.
A lake.
Not lake, but like you know what I mean, innit? Like a very large river
No, because
That
you know
leads
that
into
floats
the
into the ocean.
Yeah, because if you did
Yeah,
it on a
bro.
lake, it'll be pretty anticlimactic.
What are they called? Them things? Reservoir? Is it a reservoir?
just-
You just, they push you out and you just reach the other side.
Just yeah, bro.
Just
sake.
it.
Okay, we set him a light now. He's on the other side. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. I doubt they'll ever let me do it. But
Well, you know, you can have whatever funeral you want to have, man.
If you can get it.
within reason, depending on the country. I mean, you could always do it, but you'd have to do it somewhere very remote
Is
over
buried
here.
at sea legal?
Well, they did it to Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, they did. He went there. He went there
Allegedly.
with the Laden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was the
allegedly.
excuse they used it so that nobody could find
Yeah, like find his
recover his
yeah.
body or something like that. I don't know. That's all suspect to me, bro.
Man, that seems like an
Yo,
excuse.
you know he's sitting in some yard in Malibu or some shit.
Yeah.
Just-
It was very
It's
convenient.
probably not even him.
Shaved his beard off.
It was very
Yeah, but you
convenient.
know
Got cane rows.
You know he was a CIA agent, operative.
Bro, let me tell you now. He was a
Osama.
CIA. He was a CIA agent,
Yeah.
operative. Yeah, his family were oil owners, and they done business with the Bush family. Bruv, they were all interlinked from before, bruv.
So this is what I'm saying.
His sister even lives over here or something. I swear she studied at King's College or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, bruv, it's something like that.
Let me tell you something about the Saudi bin Laden group, yeah? These people go in and rebuild places.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Mm.
that
Oh, kind of like what Dick Cheney's company.
family...
Yeah.
like...
Oh, Dick Cheney. Ooh, Eurasia.
Halliburton. Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
Halliburton,
a company
that's the
kind of
one.
like Halliburton, and they're big in the Middle East in terms of construction and shit like that. Obviously, they're probably into other things.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing that was kind of strange about the whole Bin Laden story, is that his family was super rich, and he was very influential. And like a massive business behind him.
Yeah.
That is mad.
I just feel like they had to put the whole thing to rest. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Bro, there was always that theory in it with the whole Middle East, like, because Dick Cheney said that, because he called it Eurasia, didn't he? And he basically said, if you take the Middle East,
But
you take the
Eurasia's
world.
actually a place, though.
But they say no. But Dick Cheney said I think it was Iraq, Afghanistan, basically majority of Middle Eastern countries. He classed it as Eurasia, and he said if you take Eurasia, well, yeah, that's what I mean. If you take Eurasia, you take the world.
Babylon.
Why though?
I mean, it could be loads of things. It could be
Listen.
obviously the oil reserves there. It could be.
If you look at Israel,
Yeah, but there's oil all over the world.
It could be down to the whole fact that Iraq was Mesopotamia,
Is it the
and it was
strategic
it was meant to be
positioning?
the Garden of Eden.
Babylon.
Babylon.
Is it
Babylon.
the strategic
Babylon.
positioning of where it all is?
That's
When
what
you
they
think
say about
about it,
Israel. Yeah.
Yeah, because you got Europe on that side, then you got Asia on the other side,
Yeah.
you got Africa down
Perfectly
there. It's right in the middle.
It is perfectly positioned. It
So
really
that's
is.
probably what it is. It's just strategic positioning, isn't it? Really?
It's a very complex issue that's been fought over for
Did you ever see?
generations.
Did you ever see
hundreds of
pictures
years.
of Iraq before everything? Bro,
I
their
did.
country,
Yeah.
like some of even their airports looked so advanced.
Yeah.
Really?
Look, check out some of the images online. They look really advanced, and it's just weird how it's gone from that to.
Well, that's the whole thing. Same
How
thing
it
happened
is.
to Libya. Same
You look
thing
at
happened
Russia,
to
man.
them.
All the dilapidated places. You go to places like Georgia and
Yeah.
like
Then you got the borders,
Those kind of
Ukraine,
ex-
Chernobyl. That's all
yeah,
blown
those
up.
Soviet,
ex-Soviet.
Yeah.
countries. They're mash
Russia
up.
is massive.
Yeah, but that's partly. I think that's Russia.
People don't realise how big Russia is, but I mean, a lot of it is just fucking snow and ice, bro.
Yeah, like it looks
Like, a lot
big
of
on
it's-
the map, but
yeah.
most of it's not inhabited.
Not, I guarantee there's a few military bases around.
No, of course there is, but I'm saying in terms of cities and houses and people.
Yeah, cities and houses is different, but Russia is very big.
There are even people still living in those Chernobyl zones, isn't it? In the
They're on like I actually watched a documentary the other day. They're on like the outskirts. Did you ever see the program, the drama that they did on Chernobyl, the Netflix
no,
thing?
people keep telling me about
Watch
it.
it.
but
It's actually really good. It's actually really good. It's interesting. So
So,
they
aren't
tried to
they-
cover it up so bad.
Really?
Yeah, they tried to cover it up really bad.
Aren't they just kind of washing the dog? Because I saw a video, yeah. Basically, the woman was saying, "Yeah, we just wash the dogs and send them on their way. Like they're
Wait,
not
what?
really radioactive anymore." I was like, wait, hold on, no, that's
Like,
not.
let me tell you now, yeah. Well, basing this off the drama that I watched, when Chernobyl happened, special units were sent into Chernobyl to kill the wildlife, especially dogs and cats. Do you know what I mean? Because they were carrying the what do you call it? What do you call it, man? When you get nuclear,
What, radiation?
yeah, that's the word,
The-
radiation. So, yeah, they were carrying the radiation, so they killed them. Bro, it is actually mad. But I watched River Monsters.
The fisherman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's certainly still. He done a Chernobyl special where he was going in because there was locals, obviously on the outskirts, saying that they've seen big fish, like, and they're saying it's mutated from Chernobyl. So he went in, and when he went in, he could only go in for a certain amount of time because it was still radioactive. I think when Chernobyl actually happened, they said it could take up to 100 years for it to fully clear. You know what I mean? So
Well,
yeah,
it's a half-life, isn't it?
yeah, so he was only given a certain amount of time to fish, and he had to leave, and he got given like a radiation monitor, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like a detector kind of thing to see. But yeah,
Dagger
so it is still very dangerous, bro. I wouldn't really
There are
want to go
people
there.
there, though.
There are
Old-
people visiting,
old people
bro. They do
still
tours.
live-
They do tours.
Bruv, there are people living in the woods, bruv.
Bro,
in those
they're
places.
the hills of ice people.
Check out Bold and Bankrupt, yeah. This guy went to these places. He found this old guy and his mum living in this little shack
Really?
in Chernobyl, bruv. And they've been there. They said they hadn't been told what happened until a week after.
Whoa.
and they haven't left. They still haven't left.
I know
They're
some
still alive,
people.
though.
I know some people that obviously lived there probably their whole life. They refuse to leave.
Yeah, well, yeah, I bet there are a
Do you
few
know what I
of
mean?
those too, man.
But that's what it is, though. With radiation, I think it's the next generation that get that have issues.
Unless you have
I'm not
direct
sure.
contact, because you get radiation burns. If you hear the stories on the people that were there when it happened,
You want to be
they
at the
got
blast.
such severe radiation burns, yeah, that you wouldn't even recognize them. They looked like they were melting. Like that's how bad it was.
Yeah,
And
that's
you
what
couldn't
happens.
touch them,
Yeah.
because as soon as you touched them, there was a case of a woman. She was pregnant, and her husband was one of the first firemen on the scene, and he got the radiation burns, and they told her that you can't touch him, but she did. She caught the radiation. She got cancer, I think,
Bro.
a few years later, but then she actually got cleared of it. But yeah, it was through that
But
touching.
what I've, like, for example, with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, you saw what happened with the generations after, where the kids were being born with, like,
Yeah, deformities.
extra
Yeah,
fingers
deformities.
and-
Yeah. Because I guess it stays in. I guess it literally messes with the genetics of the body, and it passes through, passes on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. These people are messing with stuff they don't understand, man.
Yeah.
Well, they say it's the cleanest form of energy. I don't know how true
What,
that
in
is.
terms of environment?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to weigh that up
It's just
against.
insane.
You got to weigh that up against when it goes wrong,
Yeah.
because that literally has tarnished the earth
Well, that's like
in a certain
people.
way. Do you know
That's
what I
like
mean?
people-
Created a new kind of power, innit? The
Yeah.
power that we never saw before.
But then you had Fukushima a few years back, didn't you? That all went down, didn't it?
Yeah, that's still. I think
That is still bad.
managing that.
Yeah, that's still bad. I think there was a Vice documentary on it where a guy went to take pictures, and when he was growing there was still like bodies in the mud that they haven't cleared yet.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? So,
That's crazy.
That's
and you'll
mad.
probably still get that till today. There's probably still people out there that they haven't found or whatever.
You gotta think, is it worth it? You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
Let's put it this way. Look, I saw this video, yeah, and it was the most simplest thing. Look, I'll show you. It is literally a fan, and it had some form of wires. Do you know what I mean? And it was between two magnets. Look,
Oh, man.
straight away. Look at the look. That's a free energy generator. It's look.
Right. So it's a magnetic.
So it's
engine.
So it's got obviously the cable. It's got a copper coil around it. Obviously the two magnets.
So
do their
basically
thing.
perpetual motion.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but if you can have energy like this, why are they not focusing on it?
This is a Minority Report stuff.
Do you get what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, I've seen things like this, yeah, where people have actually made engines that are, you know, that appear to use magnetic energy,
Yeah.
right, in terms of north and south and sort of when you what's that? uTorrent. Them uTorrent.
What you downloaded on here, eh?
uTorrent.
What you downloaded?
No comment.
No comment. Alright.
Yeah, man.
But
There are all sorts of engines that apparently have existed. I heard, I don't know if this is true, yeah, but I heard that a guy made a engine that basically ran on water. I'm not 100% sure that it's true. I saw a video of a guy that appeared
I heard the same thing.
to put water into a motor and have it run. I'm not sure how it works. I don't know if it's steam or how all that, you know, I'm not a scientist. But apparently somebody, well, that guy ended up in jail or dead, and a company bought out
The rights to it.
to the
Sounds
to
all
the
sketchy
design.
to me. I did read a thing.
Mercedes.
I did read a thing.
Mercedes.
Apparently.
I did read a thing that if Tesla wasn't basically not banned, but he was basically stopped from doing certain things, humanity's technology would be 1,000 years ahead because of his inventions.
Well, it's an
They-
estimation.
Yeah, it is an estimation, but because his inventions because he had so many inventions for free energy. Do you know what I mean?
Didn't he have one where he literally just drew energy out of it?
He basically
Atmosphere.
drew electric out of the atmosphere. He basically took it.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That sounds dodgy, bruv.
Yo,
That sounds dodgy. All right, you're drawing electricity from the atmosphere. It's existing in the atmosphere.
Just
I'm
in the
I'm
room.
guessing for a reason, right? What happens when you start extracting electricity?
I don't know if it's
from
from the atmosphere, but it might be
Yeah.
from the things around. I don't know exactly how it works.
because I know there's like things like kinetic energy and stuff like that. You know, you rub your leg or you rub a balloon on something in the kinetic.
Yeah, and then it
allows
sticks.
to stick,
Yeah.
and things like that. Sort of different forms of energy.
Mm.
I'm not sure how
Apparently he had it though.
incredible.
I did. Do you know what? I saw a guy once. You might have seen the video. It's of like an old guy, and he was like in his house, and he had like this kettle. Yeah, and he literally put like this sound device in. I don't know what it was. It was like a vibrational device, and he dipped it in the water, and it boiled the water through sound.
Vibration.
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
literally.
yeah.
But that's all
it,
a microwave does.
Vibration will do that.
A
Yeah.
microwave
Yeah, I
is
know.
just-
It vibrates it is, but
Water
microwaves
molecules.
vibrate the water molecules within something. Do you know what I mean? That's why if you leave it in, it will just dry up for too long.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Microwaves.
Yeah.
They vibrate the water molecules
Yeah,
within
that's how
something,
it-
and that's how it
that's how it-
reheats
yeah.
things.
Yeah.
But
So
what,
it's the same principle.
yeah, but this was
vibration.
this was literally like I don't know. It was just like imagine like a little metal rod, like a thing,
Yeah.
and then it had like this silver aluminium ball maybe, and it just like sent vibrations through the water, and it boiled the water instantly. The video is probably even on
The
YouTube.
vibrations must have been flipping hectic, man.
Let me see if I can find this
It's
guy.
so intense, so you couldn't touch that.
Yeah, because that's literally all that a microwave does. It uses microwaves to vibrate whatever's within the microwave.
I saw a theory about a
Okay,
spaceship.
boom.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, yeah, no, this is the guy. This is the video.
So what
So
is
that's
it?
like the device. Where is it?
Bruv, this is just some brother talking, bruv, over a picture.
Oh yeah.
A 92-year-old Christchurch inventor claims to have come up with a novel way to make a cup of tea. He's invented a contraption that he claims uses the power of sound to boil water. Beverly Lockhart went to investigate.
If it look, so this is I don't know what this setup is, but he's got it.
And
Look.
appears to be doing nothing until it comes into contact with water. 92-year-old
It
former
makes sense,
Spitfire pilot
It makes
Peter
sense.
Davey
I mean,
claims
it's-
his invention uses the power
Because
of
I would have
sound
said maybe
to boil
that is
water.
just so hot that it's just boiled the water instantly, but then it will be red. It'll be red hot. Do you get what I mean?
Nobody let it out of that way.
Davey believes high-frequency sonic vibrations emitted from within the silver bulb cause the water to boil.
Either
Yeah.
it's a
He says
very
the idea-
good carnival trick, yeah, or he's actually
He
got like a
got
legit
something.
way
Yeah,
to
he
do
got
that.
onto something.
That's incredible.
See, it is
people,
weird,
man, they do crazy stuff.
Yeah,
People do crazy stuff, man.
brother. More time is through accident.
yeah.
They just expect like most inventions. Yeah, a lot of NASA's inventions. Yeah, only came about because they were trying to find something for something else,
Yeah.
an invention for something else, or maybe a
Yeah,
cure
yeah.
for something else.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's the
They
only
say
way
that
they come about.
like tools and things like that we have down here.
Yeah.
Like electric drills and stuff like that run on battery.
Mm.
The only reason we have it is because they needed it to work on the space stations. You know what I mean?
So someone invented a quicker way to do something else.
Yeah.
And then boom.
That's it.
That's actually nuts.
It's mad how humans invent things to invent other things.
That's
So without a certain invention or someone thinking that invention, another
could be
thing
possible.
could have never
Yeah.
been, or it is possible. It is mad.
Brain.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the brain.
In one hand, people can invent, stuff that helps you in life, but then people can invent meth.
Yeah.
People
and
can
they-
invent meth.
And now you get crocodiles on meth. Seriously. you
Yeah,
heard
come
it?
across a
Crocodiles
crocodile.
on meth.
Yeah, crocodiles.
Bro, it's the Breaking Bad
No way.
crocodile,
No, it's
bro.
alligator, sorry.
Which
Alligator.
The Breaking Bad
sadistic
alligator.
redneck gave a croc.
Meth alligators.
But this is how experiments are, bro. Do
Meth gator.
you know what I mean? Imagine if later on we find something out because that guy done that. We find like a cure through him giving meth to an alligator. Do you get what I mean? It's
No,
the chain of
randomly.
effects. It's
So-
a chain of
Yeah,
effects.
yeah,
So basically, they said that it's people need to stop flushing their drugs
Okay, right.
down the toilet.
Right. That makes sense.
Well, tell the
'Cause
police
you
to
could-
start raiding me then,
You
bro.
could create meth gators,
Meth gators.
but that's not coming from a
Alright.
scientific.
Well,
like,
What
It's
what
very
what does a meth gator involve?
I don't know. How do you?
Are you just
take
got?
meth?
Is it just more crazy?
Don't
Does
you
it go
have
nuts?
to smoke meth or inject it though?
I think you can. I don't know if you sniff it or what.
You
Like,
can.
Oh, yeah,
I
they
think you
do
can
sniff
smoke
it,
it,
yeah.
and you can sniff it. I think you can inject it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much experience with meth.
'Cause it's like glass in it. It's like, it just looks like crystal glass in it. You know what I'm saying?
It's probably soluble, right?
Maybe.
I don't know.
That might be the
I
case.
don't
Meth
know.
Gators. That's what they're talking about. Meth Gators, isn't it? Soluble meth.
Depends if the heat activates.
Our new methamphetamine is now water soluble.
I see a
Get high
thing.
on water.
I see a thing.
Jeez.
Apparently, shrooms are the safest drug you could ever take. More safer than weed.
But you should take it in a safe
In a
environment.
safe environment, yes. Around
Maybe on
people
your
you
own.
can trust.
Or yeah,
Or on your own in a
No.
place where you.
where there's no windows.
Bruv, I will never do it on my own. What if something actually mad happens
That's for an
bruv, and I'm on my own?
experienced shroomer.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That's
yeah,
not
yeah.
for you.
Because they just
it's not for your
legalized. I swear they
starter
just
offer.
legalized shrooms in California.
All right, and Amsterdam as well, isn't it?
Have they done it over there as well? I thought it's just Cali. They just. I don't know. It probably is. I don't know. I just heard about Cali.
Let people do it. If they want to do it.
It's funny that they're getting more very like.
Lenient.
Yeah, they're more lenient on things.
If they want to understand how positive and negative thinking works,
Mm.
take a mushroom, man. It will show you real quick.
Yeah,
Show you real quick, man.
it's actually nuts.
Mm.
I don't know. What it makes sense because then you're just taking the money out of people, out of the illegal black market, and you're putting it on the actual market where it can be regulated and taxed.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, when they see the money, they see the dollars.
Mm.
they're
but
like,
you know all that will happen.
"Mm."
You'll get a criminal that will do it for less than what the government are selling it for. Or shots.
No, why
You
would
reckon?
just open a business?
Because not everyone will do that. Not everyone wants to do that. Think about it, you could probably make more money knocking off £2 or something from what they sell it on the market, yeah, legally, and selling it illegally, and you'll still make more money because you'll get everyone come to you now.
Yeah,
You're taking the custom.
You'll get the people who don't care about the quality of the product.
Well, that's like the
Jesus, man.
but that's like the Chinese people now making the what's it called, the truffles, the cheap rubbish truffles.
Cheap
Wait, you
truffles.
talking about
compete.
chocolate?
Cheap
No.
truffles.
You talking about actual truffles
the
like
fungus.
fungus truffle, right?
Yeah, they're making the cheap one. Apparently, there's a whole documentary about it. But that's it is what it is, man.
It's a root, bruv.
Yeah.
It's a
Well, it's
root.
not even a root.
It's like a rare something that you'll find
Yeah.
in the ground.
Mm.
So I don't know about that.
I don't know what it tastes like. I'm actually curious.
I bought truffle cheese the other day, and it wasn't nice.
Truffle
those,
cheese.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't have much truffle in it. It was just like little sprinkles.
What? And the truffle was in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen this. You get the sliced one as well.
It was insane.
Yeah. Okay. Sainsbury's has got a lot right now. So.
Oh, little bits, man.
Sainsbury's is good.
You know what? Sainsbury's do chin chin, fam.
No.
Yeah, bro. Old
No,
type
they do,
Sainsbury's.
but
Old
it's,
type
it's proper
Sainsbury's.
chin chin, man.
Old type
Is it proper
Sainsbury's.
chin chin?
I don't know what it.
Because you know
From what I've tasted, it's pretty good.
It's the dry one, man.
Mm.
You know the one that is kind of like. You know, you get the different textures of biscuit.
Which shape is it, for one?
It's
It's
like
squarey.
tangled shape.
Yeah.
Okay, it's those thin ones. Where
Yeah.
It's like squirrely.
Them ones ain't all that.
But you got the ones in the box.
Right.
No, they do the ones in the box though. The like the squarey ones.
Those are the ones you want.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they do.
Oh,
That's
I
the ones they
haven't
do.
seen- I haven't seen. They look
In the-
kind of
in-
like croutons.
Yeah.
Bro, go to
Yeah,
the Sydenham
yeah.
one. Boom. They're
Those
there.
are the best ones.
Tastier croutons.
Yeah,
Not
banging.
pits.
Mm.
Very simple biscuit. It's basically just a biscuit, isn't it?
It is.
But it's banging.
Yeah, cinnamon, nutmeg.
It's one of them snacks, innit? It's just like they're Moorish, bro.
Yeah, it's just a pain. I tried it once and they just came out little dough balloons, man.
Oh, you try to make them?
Yeah, I've messed them up real bad.
African food is kind of long to make, you know.
Yeah, it's a process.
All of it.
Bro. Yeah. Well, the thing is, you can make a stew in like half hour.
Yeah, but it's a process.
Anything else?
Did you make the chin chin with the stew?
No. That's even longer. Bro.
You know it is. The stew goes with all of it.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. They put stew in everything. So it is what it is.
Stew chin
Look,
chin.
all jollof rice is stew rice. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Jollof rice, stew rice. Moi moi, stew beans.
Man said stew beans.
Do you know what I'm saying? Stew is stew.
little difference.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's all the same. They got the base ingredient, then they just change like so.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, man. You know, maybe not too much creativity in the food department, but
Well,
what they do know,
yeah.
they know properly.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all
man.
good, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hard, heavy food that leave you in a coma for a good couple hours. You know what I mean?
Very heavy.
For real.
Don't try to do nothing after eating it.
There's no
Pounded
point.
yam.
There's no point. Just sit down. You know.
Pounded
Know
yam
what I mean?
and all that. Pounded yam. Gary's not too bad.
Gary.
What, like cold?
Yeah, cold Gary, not Eba.
Yeah.
I have to really be in the mood to eat
Yeah, I
Eba.
know what you mean. Or have some egusi or you know, like the good stuff.
Egusi soup,
Yeah.
pepper
Some
soup.
pepper.
Oh,
Can't go without. You know?
it is so funny. Do you know, I feel
I'm not gonna lie though. When we went to that Ghanaian restaurant,
no, that
and
was
I had the
terrible.
pepper soup, yeah, and I wanted to contrast everything, right? I'm sorry, does not compare.
No,
Does not compare. I hate to say this,
What about their jollof?
but
though?
it's true.
What about their jollof?
the jollof. Wait, did we have the jollof?
I don't think we actually had the debate, you know.
You know what it is? Because Ghanaians ain't here to fight for themselves.
Yes,
so we
yeah,
need
it's
to
true.
get like
We got
wheels
no
or something
Ghanaians.
on,
Yeah,
and they can fight their corner. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we'll have that discussion. But from my experience,
You know what it is? What you need to realize, yeah, it's a friendly competition.
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
like-
Course.
it's all
Bruv,
tasty.
Bruv, it's rice,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
all-
It's
Like,
all
yeah,
like,
it's all
some had
tasty.
nice Ghanaian rice, but the
all
Nigerian one's
tasty.
just better. Like, what you want me to say, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? And I understand Jollof comes from Wolof, the tribe, whatever, fine.
yeah.
Just because you guys originated
Wolof.
it, don't mean it's the best one.
Yeah.
And,
True.
hear what I'm saying? Just because your Jollof, yeah, is the original, it doesn't mean it's the best. And let me tell you why. These Gambians and these Senegalese, yeah, they're adding things to the Jollof.
Okay.
It doesn't count.
Okay.
Oh, okay, you're changing.
So
It
you're
don't
just-
count.
so-
You're
so
adding
you're talking
ingredients.
about-
No,
so
you're
you're talking
adding
about-
fish. You're adding all these things. You're adding aubergine.
So you're talking about from the
Yeah.
bruv, you're talking about from the
Hold
start
on.
then.
This is
Original
which-
recipe.
Who can make the bangingest,
Original.
like the just from the base ingredients?
Okay. So we're talking about
We're not
flavors.
adding fish.
We're talking
not
about
adding
flavors.
meat
Yeah.
to make it more
He's got the
delicious.
method.
Eh, what?
He's got
Because
the
we can
method.
do that.
Eh, what? You gotta have the flavors.
And hear what I'm saying, yeah?
Flavors though.
Jollof rice,
You know what I mean? Because everything's basic.
jollof rice, in my humble opinion, is better than any Chinese rice. In my humble opinion, I think that. Yeah.
You know,
If anyone
Uncle Ben's. No, I'm joking.
sell out rice. Listen,
Quick thing, 2 minutes, boom.
I can't lie. I had jollof one day, then the next day I got like a Singapore fried rice, and I was like, "This is terrible."
Do you know what it
Compared
is?
to
Do you know
the
what it is?
jollof,
Do you know what it is?
There's not-
I get what you're saying, innit? But they're different at the same time. Because it's like, you're
And
not...
them lot, they have to add things.
But yeah...
What you're not getting is they add so much stuff to it
Did
to
it
make it interesting.
Was it nice, though?
Bruv, can you eat egg fried rice on its own? Just like that.
I used to do it all the time at school.
Yeah, at
Do you know
school,
what?
you're different.
Do you know what?
You have no
Do you know
rules
what?
when you're that
Do you know
age.
what? It's gotta be... It's gotta
There's no
be
principles.
the perfect rice and the perfect cooked eggs, fam.
You know how on point
For
that
me
has
to
to
do
be?
it. Yeah, I know. You better be. Otherwise, won't eat it.
You see what I'm saying?
I need some sauce with it.
Exactly.
Right now, you're drying
At
it.
least
You're
some
drying it.
chili
fam.
oil.
Yeah.
Like that's the very
Just
least
subtle.
is the chili oil.
Mixed through.
Jollof. Give me a bowl of jollof rice. I'll jam that down straight away.
At the end of the day.
They even got to have no sugar.
Without question.
Yeah.
At the end of the
doesn't matter.
day, the only
Yeah.
two people are actually in this argument is with Ghana and Nigeria. I don't care about no one else.
I never hear about no one
You
else.
lot
I never
know.
really hear about
You're
no
not
one else.
Where did they come from?
I've been looking for a Senegalese
I
place.
found one,
Where?
but it's a pop-up place.
That's the one I saw.
Whereabouts?
It's called Kadim
Is
or
it once
something
a
like
week?
that. Kadim's, yeah, I think like once a week.
Yeah, is it Croydon or something like that?
I don't know, but I've got
Might
the
be
card.
Central.
It's a Gambian guy at work gave me the card.
Alright, so we need to go there and try this.
But this because you're not like deep in what's really happening.
Did
'Cause
they
they're adding
add,
bare
they
stuff.
added stuff. What did they add?
Have you seen the Gambian one? It's got
I've not seen the
aubergine in it. It's got fish.
Yeah.
It's got all these things.
Okay, that's not jollof rice. That's
It
something
is
else.
jollof, but it's jollof with things added as they do it.
Then is it
So
jollof?
it's like
then?
a biryani.
Biryani. Like
Yeah.
now you gotta compare
Can
that
you- yeah,
to
alright, cool,
biryani,
cool.
not
Yeah.
to our jollof.
Right.
So the flavors
It's all in
are,
one.
So you're saying the flavors are essentially how a jollof should be. But
And their jollof is a different colour as well.
But if you're going back to the root of original recipes and basic flavors, do you know what
No,
I
it's
mean?
not. Some of them did it properly, but yeah. Good.
Yeah, basic flavors, then obviously you're gonna prefer that. It depends how you're asking them to do
I
it.
need a real.
It's no
Well,
longer
you know
jollof
what?
if you're adding shit.
I'm saying all this, but I haven't tried the Gambian jollof. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need to do this.
Do you know what it is? We need
We'll have a look.
we need bowls of rice, cuz
Yeah.
from each country.
We need to go around to each one and eat it all on the same day.
Yeah.
Because
that's
I
a
see.
lot.
No. Just take samples.
Alright, cool.
No, like buy one from there, buy one from there, buy one
Okay,
from there,
okay.
and we taste one.
So like what they do in those TV shows when they go to a restaurant and they sit down and they have like a little spread where they all just share it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I saw the GRM Daily with Posty and what's his name,
Mm.
the fat dude from SAS.
Oh, I know who you're
Big,
about. I can't
whatever
remember his name,
is.
but
I
yeah,
forgot
go
his
on.
name. He changed his name recently, and they tasted it all on separate days, and they were comparing them all on separate days. Like you can't taste something 1 week and then a month later taste another
then try
thing
and
and then
compare
try
it.
and compare
Yeah,
it.
you can't do that.
Because you can't. Like,
You might
it's
be
not
hungrier
recent
one
enough.
day than you
Exactly.
were.
There's
Yeah,
so many
exactly.
variables.
Yeah, you can't.
So you
Same
need
day.
to all taste it all at the same time. Get over with.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. Because when you're tasting like wines and things like that, you'd sort of have them all there, the smally.
Did you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Do you know why they actually swirl the wine glass?
It's to aerate.
Yeah.
Right?
It's to make it's to activate some
Like
kind
the
of
aromas,
smell
innit?
or whatever.
Yeah, the aromas.
The bouquet.
The bouquet.
Yeah, the bouquet.
Yeah.
Listen, these posh people. Serious. What's
all
going
mad,
on
innit?
here, bro? I can't lie. All the times I smelt wine, it smells like vinegar. So
A lot of the time,
That's
the cheap
because
wines do
that's
smell
that's
like
the
that.
acidity though,
Yeah.
isn't it? Do you know
I
what mean?
remember back in the day, I burst a bottle of red wine in the back of my sister's car, bruv. And she was so mad. The whole back of the car, is that vinegar? It's just the whole back of the car was just vinegar. I was like,
Bro,
I
they
never wanna do that.
say the better the wine, yeah. You know when you get the indent in the bottle, you know it goes deep
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
base.
yeah,
They
yeah,
say
yeah.
the taller, like the further in that is, the better the wine.
what is that though? We need to Google that. You know.
what? Say that again?
So I've
It's got a
heard
name,
that
though. It's
a
got a
bottle of
name.
wine, you know, like the base where it goes inwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the deeper it goes in, the better the wine. That's what I've heard. Whether it's true, I don't know. Someone confirm that. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting. I don't know. Because true, I know nothing about wine. I'm not really a wine guy. I do like spirits.
Yeah.
I prefer spirits.
Yeah, I'm a spirit man.
The wine thing.
Do you know what I'll drink?
It's a
Sangria.
issue.
Because it's
I
a
don't
mix.
like it, bro.
Even with the fruits in it?
Nah, it's all
bro.
weird tasting.
Nah, man. Sangria is
Tastes like
the
medicine.
only thing that I would drink. You know what I mean? Like on a out of wines kind of thing. But that's more like
It's like Spanish, isn't it? It's a Spanish.
yeah.
wine.
That's why I like it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's why I like
I
it.
remember them lot bought me back one from Spain. They had the little sombrero on the top of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
This is the first time I had it. It was slightly underwhelming. It reminded me of like one of those wines my Jamaican brethren gave me a while ago, bro. Can't remember what tonic wine or some shit. Like that,
Tonic
bro.
wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Magnum.
Yeah, kinda
Magnum's
like that.
a cherry tonic wine.
Yeah.
They're bad still.
I've never had a Magnum.
No, they're
What's
bad.
the
They're
deal
bad.
with this Magnum?
They're bad.
thing?
Yo, you know what it is?
What?
You just gotta try it, fam. But they're bad.
Wait, people say it's a libido thing, right?
Yeah, they do say that.
So
still.
does it work for that?
I mean,
Bruv, ODOT drinks them
to
all
me
day.
it does. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it depends, innit? But that might be just the wavy feeling in general.
Yeah, you know that.
Do you know what I'm
the
saying?
wave will do that for a man.
So,
You know,
bro, I've just tried a drink. The drink itself is just bad, innit?
you can get drunk off it.
I got licked off it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
A few of them still.
Yeah. But what are we saying about this wine thing? The dip in the bottom of the.
I'm still trying to find it, man. I can't
Is it not
find
saying?
it, 'cause
As
I
far
don't
as I know, yeah, the age is all I know is about.
Yeah,
about
of
wine.
course. The ages you need to take into
Oh,
consideration.
it's called a punt.
A punt.
Yeah. The dimple on the bottom of most wine bottles.
It's where you pour it from, innit?
In the old days of hand glass blowing, the punt marks where the pontil was attached to the glass during production. Okay, it was indented to keep the scar from scratching the table and to give bottles extra stability. Try not to make the actual flat bottom usually didn't work, blah blah blah. Bro, it ain't got no taste like
Just the
relevance.
bottle.
Oh, there you go.
Make
Look,
it process.
a wine bottle's punt is that indent at the base of the bottle, the size of which varies across wines. The perception among drinkers is that a bigger punt equals better juice. but it is true to say that the larger, deeper punts, they have sometimes called kick-ups. Yeah.
What's that?
So, I
So
don't
when you
know.
keep a ball up for a little while.
It say cause hiccups.
Oh, they're sometimes called kick-ups. Do tend to be associated with more premium wines. So like I
There's
said,
so
so
many
the deeper
little-
it goes inward. Bruv, there's so many little things that you just like if you just know, bruv, like you know it means a certain thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know a certain class of people
Yeah,
have made that a thing.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
You need a warehouse to keep barrels and shit, man. Do you know what I mean? Leave them there for 50, 60 years, whatever it is. What they say is a good wine. 1 year, 2 years at least.
I mean, I guess the older the wine, the better. So,
You got.
but if
Is
you
that
want to talk,
whiskey?
if you want
Yeah, exactly.
Like whiskey.
whiskey, yeah, the older. But I think that, do you know what? I think majority with like spirits and like wines, I think it's this thing throughout. The older it is, the better. Do you know what I mean?
Probably, yeah, could probably be the case. But you know,
I don't really hear of it of vodkas. I never really hear about like a good
because
old
you
vodka.
just drink Russian vodka.
Yeah,
you drink,
it's
you
only
get
ever
drunk,
like whiskey.
and you go to work.
There's no time for this.
You
There's
rest
no
time for
time.
these
Stinks.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't.
drink. We just drink it. Potatoes.
There's no time.
Shimetsky.
It's cold.
Well, let's talk about
Yeah.
how useful a fucking potato is, though.
It's cold in Russia.
What?
But how useful potatoes are, fam? Do you know how many uses a potato has, fam? You can
very-
create electricity through potatoes. You can eat them. You know what I'm saying? You can make vodka from them.
I don't know enough about
You
potatoes.
can. Potato. I've tasted poutine. You ever had poutine?
What's poutine?
It's like an Irish potato vodka type situation.
Oh, is that when you're
Maybe,
Yeah.
but not knowingly.
Poutine, man. It's kind of like vodka, but you know, there's no real. You know, I didn't drink enough.
Nothing
of it to
major.
know. I didn't drink enough.
I
of it to know.
can't
got
lie.
One shot in
I'm
it.
not the biggest fan of vodka, bro.
It's probably the worst out of them. You know?
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't beat rum. You know what I'm saying?
What's
You
rum?
can't beat
What
rum.
First time I had
Rum's
yeah.
made from raisins.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait, what sugar cane?
Oh, sugar cane.
Sugarcane and raisins.
And raisins as
Yeah,
well.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, we have Google.
Yeah,
Pretty sure,
yeah.
yeah, Google it. I'm pretty sure, though.
That's what white rum in it is sugar cane. Maybe the dark rum. There's some raisin situation going on.
Where's the rum?
Where's the rum gone?
Who's taking all the rum? Why was that such a pirate's drink, though?
Because Jamaica, man.
Really?
The man was around the islands, bruh, sailing, burying treasure, and picking up slaves that were abandoned. I'm assuming.
Is this based on factual?
No, it's not. But I'm just assuming because of the
Rum.
situation. You know what I mean?
Made from sugar cane.
The time period.
Sugar cane juice. I haven't had sugar cane in ages.
Oh, okay. It's just, alright, cool. It hasn't got raisins.
So is it sweet then?
No, it's horrible. It's you know what?
What, rum?
Vodka's bad, yeah, but I think rum is probably worse. For me, rum is probably worse. The first
But that's
time,
what we was drinking.
the first time. No, that was Captain Morgan spiced.
Yeah, spice
Different.
rum. Alright,
Different.
cool. Alright, let me spice rum.
Yeah, spice
Spice rum's
rum's
bad.
delicious.
Spice
It's
rum
cool.
is bad.
You can have it like that, yeah. It's fine. Have it on its own. It's actually all right. But white rum, yeah. The first time someone gave me a shot of white rum,
Yeah.
I sniffed it and I heaved.
Yeah.
Bruv. The vapor went
Do you know
down
what
my
it is?
throat.
You know,
And
like
I
the
just
purest
heaved,
form of
bruv.
alcohol, bruv. It just smells like that. It's just like strong.
It is strong. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy.
But spice rum is the one.
Yeah. Out of all of them,
it's
give me the
nice.
spice.
Was that in Portugal you talking about?
Yeah,
that's
when
the
it was in
one we had,
Portugal.
Yeah, but me, I like my orange juice.
Bruv, you can't
Yeah,
beat
better.
fresh squeezed
My
orange
Zan-
juice, bruv.
Yeah,
No,
but
wait,
listen,
that's-
let's not go on like all
No,
oranges
no.
that are made equally.
No, they're not.
No, they're
You
not.
know,
They're
They're
not.
not.
do you know what I'm saying? I'm yet to find a
You get
better.
those deep oranges that are just
Yeah.
so sweet and delicious, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Like those ones we had out there
Mm.
in Portugal, I don't know about anywhere else, yeah, but I will drink that orange juice all day. I may get diarrhea, yeah, but I'll drink that orange juice all
That
day.
was the nicest because I've had orange juice here, freshly done, whatever. It's not the same.
It's not the
Same.
same. It's
It's
not the same.
bruv!
It's like sour.
Bruv,
but-
it's literally like they just took it off the fucking plant, bruv. You know what I'm saying? And just done it.
And
Yeah,
it's in every
squeezed it.
shop.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
the same. They all get it from the same country.
Yeah.
So, but that's what they're known for. They're known for oranges.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
He was like, pure water.
Pure water.
Yeah,
No, mate, that's different. When I went to Nigeria and I drank water, I had heartburn, bruv.
Man
From
said he had
drinking
heartburn.
Eva.
Oh,
There's this brand
is that
out there
they
called
bottled?
Eva. It's terrible, bro. It's acidic.
Oh,
No, you got pH level. They didn't
Yeah.
mention no pH level in there, bro. On the
Bruv,
bottle.
that is so dangerous.
It was acidic. I was like, I'm not drinking this anymore. I went to Victoria Island and we got Evian. I'm not drinking nothing. I'm not drinking no tap water.
Yeah.
Nothing
You gotta
that
be
you lot are
particular
drinking.
with water still.
Evian.
If you're honest, the one.
You have to go to like the upper class area to get it, you know. You can't just get it like
Yeah.
I've been
in a
seeing
regular
some footage from over there that was showing me some of the malls that they went to and stuff like that, and the things that they're building. You're actually seeing good progress, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good though.
But why am I seeing all on the news about kidnappings and herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen might turn into Boko Haram and all these things?
Might turn
What's-
into Boko
yeah,
Haram.
because they're robbing people and kidnapping and stuff like that.
I don't know, man.
But that's like
I don't know.
Is that in the north?
like
Yeah,
central
it's in the north.
near Abuja and up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like contrasting, man.
There's a lot of mad things happening, man. Because even if you look at the Delta, those people who lost all their livelihood, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're forced to do certain things that people here just don't even understand.
Yeah, they don't get it.
They
Can't
won't
comprehend it.
understand.
That's when people take things for granted.
Yeah,
This
serious.
is the thing. What you need to understand as well, especially like Nigerians who've first generation Nigerians, they take education very seriously. So even if someone like you remember Welcome to Lagos,
Yeah.
the show,
Yeah.
they were working in a dump collecting scraps, but at the same time they're talking about how they're proud of the area. You know,
Yeah, but that's good
we have
though.
university,
That's good.
we have
Bruv,
polytechnic.
it's a shame it ain't like that over here with education, bruv. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like people take education over here for granted.
Why do you
yes.
think
Do you know what I mean?
one of the top achieving minorities in America is Nigerians, overtaking the Asians?
Doesn't surprise me at all, bro. I mean,
No.
the Asians that,
Overtaken.
You know what it is?
That's
It comes
mad.
down. It literally comes down to a hunger to learn.
Yeah,
That's
That's
what
what it is. They're like, listen,
Yeah, necessity and it is a hunger. Like people, like I said, people take it
People
for granted
really-
in
people
the
think-
Western world. You know what I mean?
like relatively, everything's relative, innit? Poverty wise, you know what I'm saying. If you compare where you are somewhere else and you think you're living bad compared to that, like, you feel like you're lower. But when you really go out there to other places like Nigeria and that, or anywhere like places in Africa, there's real ghettos. Do you know what I'm saying? Like made, like the shanty
Oh
towns
yeah,
and all
yeah.
sorts.
We went all through those places, man.
Yeah, it's actually crazy.
It's
bro.
just a different life.
Even in France,
Man, them
Bruv,
laying
the
just-
donut. That's what
The
they.
donut.
That's what they call it. The donut around like Paris.
really, because
Yeah,
I remember
all the crimes on the outside. It's a donut
Yeah,
of crime.
is it?
Yeah.
I
That's how it is.
remember taking the Eurostar into Paris, and I was shocked. And I looked out the window, and we went past some shanty towns in Paris, bruv.
What, on the Eurostar?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
it's like on the
remember seeing it.
outskirts, shanty town,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah,
Bruv, you know what it is, yeah?
That's mad.
Certain, like the Western world or certain countries, they don't realise, bro. They really don't realise, bro, how people are living.
and now it's unhealthy with Instagram and stuff like that, man, because all these people have access to how other people are living life, or appear to be living life.
You get a lot of that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Appearing.
It is
Now
kind
that's kind of skewing your reality because you need to focus on yourself and where you're at rather than where someone else is at who's in a better position to you. If anything, use that as inspiration. But
to play devil's advocate.
You need to know how to do that,
Yeah,
though.
to play devil's advocate, you could say that that's part of the yin yang thing, yeah, and it's like a perpetual motion, and over generations, through connectivity and things like that, people are able to see how people are living so far ahead of them, and actually aspire to hit that or even further. It's like you could say an accelerant. For that whole process. Do you know what I
for
mean?
real.
In terms of people in impoverished places seeing all this productivity and all this what would be the word, prosperousness or
Basically how the other world live.
Yeah, that would actually push them further. Some to do bad things and some to do good things.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that it should be that way. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that it's sort of a, it's a direction to look at it, or an angle to look at it from.
But one thing it is with Instagram, it brings about haters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing, yeah.
Hate the
It happens too often.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you might think, like, someone might have copped a car, yeah, a nice car, and then someone might comment, "Oh, you didn't buy that outright.
Yeah.
You
What
got
is
it
it
on
about?
finance.
Yeah, what is it about?
Yeah.
Okay, could you afford it outright?
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
you get it on finance? No, you
Yeah.
couldn't. So why are you commenting, trying to downgrade
Yeah.
his achievement?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There are people trying to make themselves feel better by downplaying
What if
someone
they're
else has got.
acting up to it though, as if to say like, yeah, like, boom, look at my new car, man, just paid out, so and so.
Yeah, you're
But
happy
they-
you
but-
got a new car.
Yeah, but they didn't pay for it.
But that is what it is, innit? I can't hate on you, bruv. That's just is what it is. Your mum and dad might have bought it.
Either somebody bought it for you. You come from money, or you just put yourself in a hole in the ground in debt.
Or you just got hella debt, 30,
Yeah.
whatever,
Finance
50 grand of
cars.
debt.
Yeah,
Yeah?
that's it.
That's why you got to live within your means. What you can
Yep.
afford. Because you don't want to... Because let's not forget, a car is a depreciating asset.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
It's not... Unless you're using it for a business,
Some
it's
sort
not
of
even
one of a
really an
kind
asset.
Yeah.
Like,
vehicle.
it's
Yeah.
not an investment unless it's one of those vintage cars that you
Yeah,
can just
exactly.
put away and it just gets more expensive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Your Merc, your A-Class or your whatever it is
It's mass
that you
produced,
got,
bruv.
it's
Yeah.
mass produced and it's not gonna appreciate in value. It won't even stay the same in value.
Unless you got like a Bugatti. Something that's
Yeah, if
limited.
you got a 101
Yeah.
or something, or you got something, do you know what I'm saying, that's got reselling value. But if you got like, I don't know, you got your A-Class Mercedes, that, bruv, as soon as you drive it off the lot,
Yeah.
that's gone down
Yep.
in value so much. So, I don't know, man, people just need to get
Allow
into
the hate and let
perspective.
people live. It's not hurting.
Yeah,
you.
that's what it is. Let people live. As long as it don't affect you. Do you know what I mean? Just do what you're doing.
Stop hating. Look at yourself, man. Look at where you've come from,
Mm.
how far you've gone,
Yeah.
and where you want to get to.
Mm.
Don't focus on where someone else is, because that's just
Word up.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at it and use it as inspiration. That's it. Don't hate on it. You know what I mean, even if someone is pretending that they're rich,
Yeah.
whatever, man. Let him do
Wait,
it. It
was
makes
that
him
little
feel better.
Bow Wow thing an actual thing? Where he would-
Oh, the Bow Wow
play-
challenge. Yeah, where
What
it's
Bow
about
Wow
yeah,
challenge?
I'm getting on a private plane. You know
See,
what
now
I'm saying?
that is different.
Yeah, but
because I
these
look at it and
times
be
you're
like,
in
you're
economy
phony.
What
or
did he
whatever
do?
you
What
are,
did he
bro,
do?
business class. He basically posted a picture like, yeah, we're about to get on this private jet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we about to get on this private jet.
Now,
And
something
then
like that, you
someone
can't
caught
even
him on the
consider
plane.
that hating. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because,
You were lying to
you've
us,
been out,
Mm.
you just
and
lied
you've been outed.
outright.
That's different.
It's actually mad, and he was just found out by what? Just a passenger on a plane.
It's like, yo, I swear that's Bow Wow. I swear he was getting on a private plane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's interesting.
This
still.
plane isn't
It
private.
happens a lot though, and I see it happens with rappers a lot,
Mm.
right? Because they get these sort of deals, and you know about those 360 deals, and I don't
Yeah,
know
of
what
course.
other
They
kind of
eat
dodgy
off of
deals.
everything.
Just
that you
bare
do.
man involved in the deal, bruv.
But that's just, I think that's just record labels taking advantage of people who
Desperate.
don't understand
Yeah.
Of
and
course
they're
it is.
desperate.
Of course it is.
Because these days, bruv, if you get into a 360 these days, you're stupid. I'm telling you that now
Yeah,
because
it's
you
true.
have everything's there, and record label won't even take interest in you unless you've actually got something going. Unless
That's
you've
actually-
actually built a fan base.
Yeah, by yourself.
By yourself,
Or
they're
on
not even gonna look
Insta,
at you.
YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah.
by the time.
So they're buying into something that they know is working.
Exactly.
They're not. It's not like back in the day where they'd buy, like they'd get into.
Build a
Bruv,
persona.
Yeah, they
all
build
do,
it
yeah,
up.
Yeah,
Bruv,
exactly.
they're like prey, fam. They're like
Bruv,
prey to
don't
them,
even
fam.
get signed. Like,
I mean,
only
they're
get signed
watching.
if it makes sense.
This,
Watch and
this
wait and
day
see
and
how
age,
good
you
you
don't
are.
need it.
Yeah,
You don't need it.
You
Bro, there's
don't
too
need
much social media, bruv. Do you know what I
all
mean?
this social media has taken.
Bruv,
away.
YouTube changed the game.
YouTube, Spotify, all those kind of things. Or
Yeah.
music on demand. Because LimeWire was killing it. If LimeWire was a label, they'd have flipping minted off
LimeWire was mad though
Back in
because
the day.
you know how many times I thought I was downloading a 50 Cent song or something, yeah, and it will be what's it called? I did not have. What is it? That speech, bro, by the president.
Oh, Bill Clinton.
Oh,
I
Bill
did not
Clinton.
have sexual relations
With that woman. Oh, shit.
Do you know how many times
shit.
it was that instead, bro? Trolling's been going on since LimeWire, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck, yeah, trolling is deep.
Trolling's been going on since LimeWire, mate. You know what I mean?
But yeah, the labels, watch them.
See, that's the thing. Social media is like brought everyone together. Like trolls were just back in the day. They would just do something like that. Just change the MP3, label it something else.
Yeah,
you think
yeah.
download
Just
something.
for
That's
fun.
trolling.
Yeah.
But now, it's almost like they could all gather as a community and be trolls together.
Oh yeah, man.
Do you know what I'm saying? They didn't know about each other before. The internet weren't connected like that. Now all the weirdos can get together.
Yeah. They can unite, fam.
Just be weird together.
It's like that thing 4chan.
I'm not involved.
What's that?
That's all. I don't even know. I'm not 100% sure, but it's one of those names that floats around, and you're like, that's interesting.
4chan is like it's kind of like Reddit before Reddit,
Yes.
and more savage.
Yeah. Well, like brutal
like
material.
and then basically, they would do things like
Who's responsible for things?
they'll call it raids, and it's basically like where they'll torment someone. I guess mass trolling as a group,
Okay.
bullying.
So
Do you know what I'm saying?
a group to hate.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a group of haters.
Haterade.
I call it a chandelier.
Somebody give me my
I call them haters. I call them haters. You know what I'm saying? Like DJ Khaled stuff.
Bro.
Nah, man. Bun all that, bro. I live my life real life, man.
So a group of people got together to just hate
to be haters.
Haters.
I call them haters.
haters.
Yeah, man. I'm
So
not
mad
involved in
though.
that.
That video, the Derek Lewis posted.
Oh, the guy fell asleep.
Instagram, yeah. That what was it? Was he in a smart car? Was he in a?
No, he's just a car, just whipping
Bro,
around.
that
the
looked
field.
like just a normal
He
car.
got
fam.
life. He's got life. That he's lucky he didn't die, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, did you see that bit where he swerves and then you see the truck?
Yeah,
on the road?
I was thinking,
bro, this guy's gonna end up in the road,
So
fam.
basically,
Like,
this guy falls asleep at the wheel. He must have either been on the longest drive of his life, or he's got some kind of sleeping.
and the maddest thing, fam, they slapped the
Narcolepsy.
on and off noise on the computer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh shit. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but that's
he's lucky. He's very
He
lucky.
needs a
fam.
Tesla. Still,
Yeah.
he's gonna do that.
Mm.
He needs a Tesla, bro.
Whatever he's doing.
70 grand to spare, bro. You
70,
can fall
90
asleep at the
grand.
wherever you are.
Nah, man.
That he got life though. He's lucky, bro.
What was wrong with him? Like, did he have a heart attack or something?
No,
He
I
fell
think he just
asleep.
fell asleep.
Wait, is that what it was? Fell asleep?
Yeah, he went off. He's lucky. He went out into the field.
Bruv, he's very lucky. That could have happened anytime. He could have been in a
Because you're-
built-up area.
Because you're too stupid to pull over and take a nap.
Yeah, bro.
Mm.
Now you're endangering other people's lives. Bumhead. Do you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
that guy.
You know what I mean?
Bumhead.
Lucky.
You're lucky, cuz. You got let off.
You were SA.
He's
I'm
blessed. Someone
saying.
was watching him.
Yeah, for
You
real.
were SA, you a stupid ass. You know what I'm saying?
Bruv, here's what I'm saying. You saw that Joe Rogan thing, innit? With the Vatican
The
thing.
bones.
Bruh.
Yeah, the bones.
Now,
cuz.
hear what I'm saying.
Bones.
I know that they've been up to some mad stuff in the Vatican because Vatican City is classed as its own country.
Yeah.
So they've got their own rules. Yeah. It's called Vatican City, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying?
They have their own army and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have their own army, all that business. They found bones. They've not done enough tests to know how old the bones are. Because there might be some old bones
Yeah.
from the 13th century.
Way back when.
Mm,
Do you know what I'm saying?
way back.
From way over there.
Yeah.
But they've been on this. No, I can't even say
But
that.
basically, they're basically saying if they find bones that are recent, then it's mad for all of these old men.
Dun, 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 dun,
All these
dun,
old
dun.
men, Vatican City,
in the hoods.
aka Grandad City. Like, I don't know, bro. Pedo City.
Bruv, pedo city, cuz. Here's what I'm saying. Imagine if they've been on this pedo thing for this long, fam. It
Vatican
must have
City.
been.
But hella child catchers.
Listen,
Bruv.
man, you can't have a wife. You're not allowed to marry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, when you're in the...
Do you know why
when-
they
when
did
you're
that? You
in
know why they brought it about? Why
that?
the priest couldn't marry?
Why is that?
Because the priest had all the clout back in the day, so they could get all the women.
So they didn't need
So
to
they
marry.
was like,
He
nah,
thought, fuck this, I can get better
Reverse
bitches.
this because you lot, like, we need to make this about religion because you lot are getting all the bitches.
Yo.
You lot are getting all the
So
honeys.
there was a vacuum.
You know what I'm saying?
Get all the bitches.
So they basically completely reversed it. Now you no longer can have a wife or none of that. You can't even engage in any.
But they still had money.
So how did that go from we can't engage with women to now we're engaging with kids? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I don't have
Do you know what?
answer
Do you know what?
because I don't
Choir
know about
boys.
these man.
Choir
fam.
boys. Think about it.
What?
You're a priest.
No,
and you're
bro.
looking at the choir boys.
Nah,
They're like
come
13.
on, come on.
They're the most feminine.
in them high pitched voices, cuz.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. It must be some kind of weird thing like that.
Nah, bruv, that is all mud. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Anyway, back to, these are probably just little choir boys' bones.
Yeah.
Bruv, do you hear how bad that sounds, fam? man said it so casual. You just choir boy bones. Like,
It probably is.
bruv,
That's
it
horrible.
probably is. But,
Who's got a stash of bones?
Yeah. Who does that?
bruv,
That's not normal.
Bro,
What are you doing, bro?
We've been burying people for how long?
what has people been letting other people off with throughout the years, fam? You know what I'm saying? People be getting away with a lot of shit, fam.
We need to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, bro, we do.
We need to get to the bottom.
Get the bottom of
Right to
this.
the bottom.
Motherfuckers fucking up, man.
You know what I mean? We need to get to the bottom of this.
Well,
No, you fucked up.
we gotta get
Because
to
at the end of the day, you can't have old men running around there doing what they want.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying, yeah?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Here's what I'm saying.
Creepy old men.
Bro,
Doing what they
old men.
want.
These little fucks.
Nah, man.
you know, like that Herbert brother from Family Guy, from the old man, fam.
Yeah! Group of Herberts. Herbert City, bruv.
Get your fat ass back here.
And that's so funny that they have. It's so funny that they have that character in Family Guy. Because that's borderline.
See,
bruv.
Family Guy,
It is
they get
borderline.
away with
push
everything.
it.
They
But
get
they're
away with it, fam.
They've got a pedo in the show.
In the show.
Hey, Chris.
Non-prosecuted, bruv.
Bruv,
He's still out there.
here's what I'm saying.
Sus.
Herbert.
Herbert, bruv. Herbert's in the Vatican, fam.
All Herberts.
Yeah,
All Herberts, man.
Yeah.
I don't trust none of them, bro.
like the head guy.
Any man who goes against his instinct,
For them
yeah,
titties.
For them titties.
yeah, I can't trust you
No, cuz.
because you're not being,
You're
you're
committing
not
some
being,
next shit.
you're not being real to yourself.
Bro,
You're not being real to yourself, innit?
Yeah,
Bro.
it's not natural, cuz. I'm sorry.
it's all mad.
Time to apologize.
You were born with cojones.
There is
We're
some.
honest, man.
You-
Them
you-
huevos.
You
Yeah?
man, you
Got
man,
them huevos.
these man have a lot of explanations.
We need to sit all of these lot down.
You gotta explain. You gotta explain.
At the end of the day, we need to gather them all. Yeah.
In one place.
Yo, this is like the Jollof test, cuz. Gather them all in one place.
Gather them
Alright,
all in one
cool.
place and do that test. Because I watched that show I was talking about with what's his name, Louis Theroux, and they were doing tests on the pedos. Yeah. Basically, where they put like a sensor, like a string sensor around
Oh no!
around the man's
Shit.
piece. Yeah. To see if it. They showed them like things that are child related, and to see if there's any growth.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? To see if
Yo.
there's any growth.
Basically,
We're seeing if you're lying to us or not. We need to take this to the Vatican City.
test them.
Test them.
Get Jeremy Carl.
Yo, get Jeremy, because he ain't got
Put
nothing else to
something
do
on the
right
end
now,
of it.
fam. Jeremy's done. Yo, get
Put
Jeremy.
something on the end of it.
Get
To
Jeremy,
Vatican
cuz.
City.
And the lie detector says,
Jeremy goes to the Vatican,
get
bro.
Jeremy in the Vatican.
You know
cuz.
what? Yeah.
Get him in there.
Jerry-
Get him with Graham.
This
You
how
know
we're bringing-
Graham, fam.
We're
the
bringing
brother
back
that he's
Jeremy
in.
Kyle.
Get him with him, fam. Get
We're
him
bringing
with
back Jeremy Kyle.
fam.
bruv.
Bring back Jeremy and Graham, fam.
Vatican edition.
Know what I mean?
Jeremy Kyle. Vatican edition.
You know what I mean?
You know what it is, yeah?
the Vatican edition.
It's like those pedo hunters. Have you seen them?
Bruv, to catch a predator. To catch a predator, fam. Have you seen them thing?
I can't lie. I've had a binge on that.
Fam,
binged
same,
on
fam.
that.
I remember
Been through it,
one.
been through
I remember one where the Don turns up, fam. Yeah, and he's a fed.
Yeah.
He's a fed, fam. And he comes into the yard, And then when the Don busts the corner, he's like, yeah, I was just coming here to chill.
Bruv,
I was
yeah,
coming here
the
to chill,
lies.
you know, with a 13-year-old girl. You was there to chill.
Yeah, we're just
Oh,
friends.
with the pizza.
Don't lie to
Bruv,
me,
people
cuz.
brought pizzas, people brought cookies, juice.
Bro, one guy, I swear, Dad, I remember one guy stripped off.
Yeah!
Man, he stripped off. He stripped
I
off.
saw that one.
Fam, you dirtbag.
Bruv, and what's
You
his name? Who's the
dirtbag.
guy? Who's the guy who comes out, bruv? The white Don. He looks like Jeremy Kyle as well, bruv.
Oh, I know the one you're on about. Oh, shit, I can't remember.
His name.
I can see it.
Donny, bruv. Whoever he
Yeah.
is. He comes out of the dark room and he's like, would you like to take a seat for me? That's when he knew.
Yo, that
Fam,
guy. Yeah.
You
That's when he
fucked
knew.
up.
He fucked up.
Yes. Oh, that
Do you know what it is? I love it when they confront them on like, so why you got all this alcohol?
Yeah, they're breaking it down.
You know what I mean? So you come to chill, you got all this alcohol, you're like 30.
Have you
You know what I
have
mean?
you brought condoms?
Yeah, you got condoms.
You have condom?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I brought condoms.
Yeah.
Can I go? The door's there.
Bro, that's what I love.
And then feds
That's what I
just
love.
rugby
That's what I
tackle
love.
outside the door.
You think you're free, but you're not, cuz you're not. You walk out the door and bang! They got you. Psych! See what I'm saying?
Psych!
They got you.
Because you think you can get away with that?
You are not getting away.
Yo,
with it.
camera cuss.
We need to get my man.
You
We
travelled.
need Jeremy Kyle and him.
You travelled 15 miles
This is no.
to chill.
Yo.
We need to catch a predator, Vatican City, bro.
Fam, that's what you. Oh my god, that's what you need. Wait, and Jeremy Cole's the guy that comes out.
Jeremy Kyle.
Jeremy Cole comes out
Yeah.
on To Catch a Predator, Vatican City.
Yeah, bro.
Let's make this happen.
Comes
people.
out with the lie
Do
detector
you know what it is?
and the penile
What's the
measuring.
brother's
Yeah,
name
bro.
with the glasses?
It what? Graham, bring out Graham.
What the
Bring
best?
Graham. Bring out Graham.
Graham.
Graham's with him. Bring him out. And the bodyguard. You know, the one that's always on it, fam.
Bad
Bring him
Steve,
out.
man.
Bad like Steve, the bodyguard, fam. Bring him out. In case he gets political, fam. You know what I'm saying?
End of the day, you can't let old men out here just do what they
Yeah.
want to do.
No, you can't.
Slap the cuffs on him.
You can't.
Slap the cash on him.
Slap the cuffs on him,
Send
man.
him away.
You're under arrest.
Somewhere
What?
special.
It will never change. It will never change.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know what
They
I'm
got
saying?
they got fingers
They
in
patterned
places.
it. They
like-
patterned it. They patterned paedophiles.
All sorts.
That's what it is.
They're
They patterned
buying
it.
them from Thailand.
Yeah, bro.
Fam, it don't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. They patterned it, fam.
Yeah, bro. So I don't know, man. They can't get away with that. I hope they get I hope it's like some recent bones, bro, and they get like some deep investigation goes on.
It what?
Something needs to happen.
Let's just get Jeremy, fam,
Jeremy.
on the Vatican to catch a
You
predator.
got real life child catchers out.
There's one, bruv, there's one English Don. Have you seen him? I can't remember his name, but he literally runs around and he sets it up. Yeah, and then he goes up to them.
Vigilante.
And he's literally there for fucking bare long, just fucking hotting them up. Fam.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Just literally embarrassing man on camera, fam.
Because it's a sickness, bro. Yeah.
100.
Paedophilia is a sickness, and it needs to be eradicated.
Yo, listen, yeah, you know something, yeah? This is like the third episode we've talked about this, you know?
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Yeah,
about
but that's
that
because
was
the
just on my
Vatican
mind
City
still.
thing
Yeah.
came up.
But you know what it is?
Understand.
Do you know what it is? It's something that needs to be highlighted because it's fucking disgusting, bro.
These people.
None the wiser podcast.
When you get locked up, you're gonna find out.
None the wiser podcast. 5 4 3 2 1 0. None the wiser podcast. The podcast crew. None the wiser podcast. 5 4 3 2 1 0. None the wiser
You know what I'm wiser for it?
podcast.
You know what I'd have carved on my tombstone? None the bloody wiser. 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 The bloody wiser.